What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new Unranked to Diamond episode. I am playing KOG'MAW today, the new old KOG'MAW, I guess. Like, he got his rework reverted, so his W is back to how it used to be. And we're going to play it and see how good it is today. I genuinely think, like, the new Triforce got changed, right? Triforce is so good now. Like, it has loads of attack speed. It has some cooldown reduction as well, so you get your W uptime more. That and Blader and King of Runes, I feel like is going to be really, really good. That's the build we're going to try and go for. So we'll have to see though. If you don't know, by the way, what they changed more, they gave the Q some bonus attack speed, so just passively bonus attack speed. And on the W, they changed it so you're no longer in this like shoot super fast. Your AD is not reduced anymore. You don't attack super fast. Why do I still have my TV receipt? I picked this up earlier and I still have it in my jumper for some reason. Yes, your AD is not reduced, your attack speed isn't increased from items anymore, and you don't go over the attack speed cap. So he attacks, like, he does bonus damage basically on his W, percentage health damage, longer range, just like normal, like this, okay? This is super slow. He just attacks like he normally would. There's nothing, you know, particularly fancy about that anymore. You just use it, you get more range, and it does more damage. But I think, hopefully, so my hunch is correct that actually this build is pretty disgusting on him at the moment, and we should be good. We'll find out because, I mean, this is probably one of the most, you know, broken champions to play against right now. Jinx is obviously really, really strong, just in time for a new legendary skin, as we all know. I'm just kidding, but yeah. So Jinx is obviously very, very strong. KOG'MAW's not that strong early. He's okay, but he doesn't really do the same as a Jinx, I guess. Jinx has this high range and bonus damage, and yes, I do have it like with mine as well, my W, but it's not quite the same. We're just gonna leave and wait for this level. Wait for our level 2. Wait for it to push in. We're not actually gonna miss any CS, I don't think. So we don't miss any experience. We don't miss anything there, which is nice. I'm gonna let him get this one, which is cool. So. Oh, we missed one of these as well. I actually don't mind. Whoa! What in the world was that? I've used my W, so my W is like the only way you trade, by the way. If you don't have your W active, you can't retrade. This is one of the problems actually with him now, when we get into this lane, is Janna, obviously, anytime Janna shields, right, Jinx can trade and just hit us with the rockets. KOG'MAW can't really do that. His like, stuff is not going to be up in time. At least he apologized, right? At least he apologized. I'm still tilted. I still hate you, Thresh, but at least you apologize. That's good. That's good, I guess. I have no idea. Yeah, we're probably gonna like play pretty chill. Try not to get under tower. Under tower is bad. Oh no, I prepped that. I didn't need your help there, thank you, but I didn't need your help there. Yeah, so under tower is not particularly good, but our W makes it a bit easier, which is nice. And we're probably not going to do too much, honestly. We're just going to wait for our items. So the way the old KOG'MAW, I'm going to call him the old KOG'MAW, okay? Because he basically got changed back to what he was before the rework. But the way this used to work before is he would be pretty crap in lane. Like, let's just get out of the way, okay? He's not very good in the lane phase at all. He can be okay if you have a very aggressive support or a high damage one. For example, if you think about, like, Zyra, okay? Zyra is pretty, like, okay, I guess. Because she can do a lot of damage anyway. Oh, no way. Oh, I got her blind. Okay, well, I mean, if she does that, she's dumb, but normally that doesn't really happen. So normally, this kind of defeats what I was just saying. I was just saying, KOG'MAW's not very good in the lane phase with this old KOG'MAW, but he actually does decently well once you get your Triforce. He's very item reliant, basically. And once you get your items, after that you should be fine. I think we're getting ganked here because I don't know why Jinx would step so far forward if we weren't. Maybe she's just a little bit stupid, who knows. Rather not take the risk and find out though. And yeah, I mean that's like kind of shows you though, because my W there did a lot of damage to Janna. Alright, I'll take that. My W did a lot of damage to Janna there because the AD still is not reduced. So like per hit, I'm actually doing more. I just get off less hits basically. That's the kind of way you want to think about it. Very like in and out style, I guess. Like you go in, you hit them with your W, you wait for it to be back up again and you do it again. So I'm actually going to go for... oh, I didn't order the scoreboard. I bet loads of people were tilted and triggered from this. Sorry. By the way, the reason I didn't start this in the champion select is because I was last pick, literally last pick, by the way, and I was always already going to play KOG'MAW. Like, I was always going to play KOG because I wanted to try the new old KOG'MAW out. So I didn't feel like there was any point talking about like why I picked my champion and stuff when I was always going to pick the same thing regardless of what the game was. Like, there was no way I was ever going to pick anything else. So it doesn't go into like, there's no, you know, I'm going to pick this for this, and what I normally talk about doesn't really make sense. So I didn't really want to, I didn't feel like there was any real need, I guess. Your E, though, does actually prep these perfectly. As long as... Wait, what? Is he... Oh, fucking... Why would he hit them again, though? I've already just prepped them. And now he hits it again and ruins it. Ah, Thresh, you are tilting my CS friend. I missed the cannon on my own, though. That's definitely my fault. But yeah, so we're going to go Triforce. Now, Sheen would have been a bit more aggressive. Basically, like, if I activate my W and hit someone immediately with it, it's the Sheen damage plus your W damage is actually really, really disgusting. But Phage is just way more defensive, I guess. It gives me a bit of tanky stats. Gives me some AD still, but also just the Phage procs are really nice. I love this. Because I can use this, and every time I use my... I didn't realize Thresh actually just went walkies. Maybe I need to put a leash on this guy so he doesn't leave me alone. But yeah, okay. I'll activate my W and I'll just cut in and out and be sped up the entire time. So it's actually very hard to kill me now, hopefully. Like, the idea of this kind of new, old, I don't know what to call him. I don't know if I call him new or old. It's really weird, but the whole idea of this is that you can kite now. Like, you can actually kite. You don't just sit there and just, like, do nothing with your W active but auto attack. Like, you actually try and kite. Okay, that's not ideal. I would have wanted to fight there, I think. We probably could have done that, but I mean, Jinx still isn't based yet, so we could go more aggressive. We should really let her be farming. I didn't even realize she's still only got Adorans here. Like, she hasn't actually based the entire game yet. So I'm just gonna... Can I ping her items or not? No, I can't. That sucks. I'm just gonna tell him. Yeah, this is why you don't... If I'd have realized earlier, by the way, I would have done a lot more here, but he's going a bit ham for that, yeah. At least we get a little bit of a trade there, but he went a bit too aggressive. He's walking into minions as well. Yeah, they're just baiting me in for this. This kind of sucks. That was just a pre-planned play with the Wukong to shut me down, which is fine. Thresh needs to like go in with this hook though, not actually anything else. You can see though, even though he's messing up like the intros to the trade, like he doesn't know his flay, doesn't know his hook or whatever. We were still coming out on top, and the reason for that was because we were so far ahead in item wise. Because we had the Phage and she only had the Doran's Blade, like we were massively ahead. So we were actually still winning that. Like we would have won that fight if it wasn't for Wukong, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it happens. He wastes his TP, so Wukong should miss out on CS. Yeah, he's 15 CS down. There is always a price to pay, so this is why like you never should get too tilted if you get TP ganked on. See, I'm not really sweating it, and it's like frustrating, and I probably could have played around it a bit more. I could have like tried to run away and stuff, but you know, there's a price he pays on the rest of the map to do that kind of thing, right? And that's what you have to remember. Now, Thresh actually should have based as well, because I've just based, and now he's going to base and leave me alone 1v2. So I'm now actually going to have to back off again, and I can't really do anything here. So unfortunately, he got screwed again, which means he has to wait even longer. So now I can't actually go near Jinx at all, which is kind of unfortunate because I'm going to get zoned from CS and everything else. Literally just because he didn't base earlier, which kind of sucks really. I'm just hoping she doesn't like flash and try and intercept me or something. So yeah, what he should have done is when Zin appeared and the wave was in the middle of the lane, he should have based at that point, come back to lane with me, and then we would have been able to, if he didn't want to like base, it would have been okay. It doesn't really matter, right? But if he's going to, you want to make sure you get the base timing with your AD carry. Otherwise it's like, it does actually screw them. So yeah, unfortunate, but should be okay-ish. Shit. This guy's hooks are very, very ambitious. I'll give him that. Oh, I prepped that for you, Thresh. Okay, I'm never giving a cannon to this guy. I'm just going to take my cannon and I'm going to leave, okay? That's it. I've had that. Oh, he's had his chances. He's had his chances. Now we're done. Now we're done, so... He goes... I really need to put a leash on this guy. Like, I need to just give him a little collar and be like... Nice flash, to be fair. I don't know if Jinx is going to kill him anyway. Nope. Well, that was good at least. But, like, this way you don't... See, he's just running around a lot. Instead of focusing on the lane, he's way too focused on, like, vision and running around, getting, like... He's warded up here before. He's going for this pink every single time. Now, when we're not actually pushing, like, we're in the middle of the lane, right? This ward doesn't really matter that much. You can ward here, and that's going to... That's a defensive lane ward. That's actually fine. So he's contesting wards where I can't really help him, and also wards where it doesn't matter. Where he doesn't need to contest them. He has no reason to. So even though he's like, he feels like he should, you know, it's, I guess, making him feel better about himself. The brand is here, by the way, so I'm gonna try and go, but oh man, he messed that up big time. Okay, she might actually still be dead. I don't know. Nope. Okay. I have exhaust here, so I might be able to... I have a lot of damage. I probably should have flashed in. I think Zach's going to be here, because why else would they be staying like that? I'm going to pop my potions. I can almost afford my... Trinity Force. I don't really want to base again before that. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to max my Q second. You normally always max your E second before. But I'm actually going to max my Q because it gives me passive attack speed, which I think in this build is going to be really, really handy to have. Can I justify waiting for extra 300 gold, though? Because I could get the stinger part of my... No, I can't really. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get a tower for that, I think. This Zac is doing really, really well. He will get the tower, but he is going to die for it, so... Nice, okay. That's probably worth it. I didn't really want to base without having my Triforce, but I genuinely can't stay on that health. That's just nuts. But I got my Triforce, which is good. We're still doing okay actually in this lane, even though we're kind of like, I don't know. We're doing alright, but we probably could be doing a bit better. I feel like it's not really. Oh, so he hits the hooks when he's outside a lane. I see how this is. I see how this is, Threshy boy. Don't want to hit them for me, but you'll hit them for Xin. Okay. I just missed loads of farm there. That's pretty bad, actually. That was a poor base timing. For some reason, I am still ahead of CS of this Jinx, which I have no idea how that works. But I'm going to take that. So bad because I'm missing so much. But yeah, so once this old KOG'MAW, the thing you have to remember is you're very, very item reliant. Like, once you have Triforce, it's a massive spike. Before then, you're not really great. And you can do some stuff, but I don't think you're not as good as, like, the old KOG'MAW was with no real items, I guess. Plus, Triforce is really, really expensive. It takes longer, right? Before, you could just rush a Wit's End, and that was really cheap and a lot of damage. Triforce is way more expensive than that, so yeah, it doesn't really work too well. But I can get it now. I'm going to go back, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so Janna is still very low, which means I might have stand a good chance of actually killing her. It's just what I'm trying to think about, like, who can I kill in this lane? But at the same time, I don't have my flash. And if I get ganked or anything, I'm probably dead. Like, Zac jumping onto me, Wukong TP again. He needs to stop. Like, you need to just look at how... Look, he's missing the tower. He's missing the tower here. Stop losing the tower. Thresh, you have to go, man. Oh, dude. I know what he wanted to do, but Xin wasn't coming, and he had to, like, go and defend the tower. He just lost, like, 300-400 tower damage for literally nothing because he was trying to force a play that just wasn't happening there. So he needs to stay in lane and stop trying to, you know, force too hard, I think. But it's okay, it's okay. Let's focus on ourselves. I'm rank 5 now in W, which is another power spike with this build, which is nice. So we'll get a tower for that, which is cool. Zac's gonna get a tower up top probably. I think Ahri is most likely coming down bot now. The most. Oh my god, this guy is just nuts. He has no crowd control left, right? Brand's used his stun. Brand has used his stun. Threshers uses hook and everything. And then he goes in. This is what I mean about forcing really, really hard, by the way. I want to go in, but I also can't, like, for the crowd control here, so... I need, like, time in a fight to really kill someone. Oh, damn. See, I'm used as when I'm 1v4, though, for sure. Oh, the shield didn't time out. Threshy boy, what you doing? Alright, let's get the blue trinket, and... yeah. It's quite interesting, actually. Like, the reason I'm kind of, like, focusing on him a lot is because I feel like that was a very good play, actually. He threw the lantern back even though nobody was there to scare the Jinx away. But we actually lost a lot from that. That was really bad. But yeah, one reason I'm focusing on him a lot, it's not to rag on him, it's not to just say he's a bad player or whatever. It's because if I point out his mistakes, and hopefully you guys are not going to make them, like, when nothing is happening, right? If I make a mistake, you know I'm just going to highlight it straight away. But if there's nothing for me to really talk about, I might as well talk about his mistakes, so that if you're a support player, or you're just in general, like a lot of things like that, you can not make those plays. Like, that is just having a bit more... I don't know, like, I can look at that play, right, when he flashed in and just say, that's bad, and straight away tell you it's bad because he had nothing to follow it up. If he had his hook, that would have been a good play. He would have flashed in, flayed Jinx, and hooked her, and that would have given the team, like, time to follow up, right? But because he actually used his hook, missed it, then he flayed in and flashed, and flashed in and flayed, sorry, wrong way around. That meant it wasn't going to work, right? So, yeah, I'm not just trying to rag on this guy. That's really not my... the point of this. But that again, we are a late game team and we're fighting a mid game team, so we have to realize that our win conditions here. This is a case of like see play make play, whereas it doesn't really work like that. Oh my god, I pressed my mouse button by accident. Oh, dude, here we go. This is where we throw the game, by the way. This is like how you throw a game in a nutshell. Yeah. But yeah, so our win condition really is to chill and get to late game, and then Wukong can ult the Zac. Trundle can ult the Zac, and he's going to shred his armor and magic resist. I do a lot of AP damage. What in the world was that? Yeah, I do a lot of AP damage. I'm going to carry late game anyway because I am just a KOG'MAW, and late game KOG'MAW is really, really good. So if it's mainly Thresh, honestly. If Thresh can stop, then we should be good, I think. But yeah, so Brand is like really far behind as well, and this is one of the other problems is he's playing around like our team's weakness. Our weakness right now is Brand, and he's trying to make plays in Brand's lane, right? Which is unfortunate because if you make a play around a weak player, having him there is not the same as just like, it's like, okay, I have my mid laner there, they have theirs, it's okay, we've got mid each, right? It's 1v1 or how the numbers are the same, but actually it's not the same because they're not equal strength. So once this guy gets back into the game, we'll be good. But he is 0 and 6 right now, so we probably need to just chill a little bit. I think we really should have, oh, okay, actually hit a hook, nice. That's gonna be ult at least. That's fine, that's ult, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's ult, that's ult, that's ult. That's ult, nice. Okay, so we probably shouldn't like actually do the dragon here. Doing the dragon is just asking to be killed by their damage. I'm just gonna leave, by the way, we've lost this. So I'm gonna try and attack as I go, but like, I don't have mana anymore. I don't know my WRP either, so I'm just gonna run and leave, I think. Oh, she healed him. That's not cool, man. This is not anything to do with KOG'MAW, by the way. But after this, I am going to smooth this guy so he stops bitching at me. I can focus. But anyway, so we get Blade the Rune King. We get our Runins. We will carry. It's fine. Right now, I don't really have the damage to kill people. I have a lot of damage while it's active, but I can't really get into fights because we immediately just get blown up. We have no tank at the moment. Like, Trundle has gone damage, which is kind of like... I understand why Trundle goes damage, right? Like, it kind of makes sense for Trundle. Trundle's not exactly a tank, really. But because he's not got any tanky stats at all, we don't have a front line. And KOG'MAW needs some time in a fight to really kill people. And unfortunately, we just don't have any of that time. Alright, I just left bot lane to come because they were pinging like mad, but... yeah, I don't think they can really do Baron 21 minutes into the game, if I'm honest. They're not that fed. But yeah, so if I get a little bit of time in this game, it'll be alright. Really, like, if I had the other team, it'll be perfect. Because, like, the Wukong dives in, right? I'm not going to upgrade my ult just yet because I don't really need the extra damage for now. Kind of want the passive attack speed. It's really, really important to get it. But yeah, so I would have, like, a really, really fed Zac. I'd have a diving in Wukong and stuff. So, like, right now the problem is just those two. I can't really get through them, but obviously my team can get through my front line because there's no tanky sets on ours at the moment. So once we get, like, once that game, or once that phase kind of, like, leaves, we should be good, I think. I think we should be good. I just want to play the new KOG and, like, test stuff out, honestly. This is a hard game to actually do it, I feel like, but we can still do stuff. We can still do stuff. I'm going to pink this. Bit of a pussy pink, I think. It's fair to say, like, that's kind of like a, yeah, that is a bit of a pussy pink, really. Oh, man. But, you know, I'd rather have, like, some defense in our jungle right now, more than anything else. Oh, man, this Thresh is getting caught big time. Okay, oh, and Trundle is, dead as well. Rip. Oh, no, Thresh didn't die, so it's just a Trundle. Okay. Jinx is going to take our bot lane tower, so, like, we kind of have to fight for this, but yeah, I mean, they don't even have to fight, right? They can just chill and leave, so yeah. I mean, this is already gone. Like, this is a Jinx with attack speed. Like, there's no way that we stop that anyway. She's got a huge minion wave, so... oh, man, okay. I'm dead, I think. Oh, no, maybe not yet. But yeah, this game is basically just donezo. There's nothing I can really do. This Zac is just absolutely crushing. 7-1-7. Holy crap. Yeah, this is why you pick tanks, by the way. Their engage is just absolutely nuts, and they have, like, huge frontline with the Wukong and the Zac, and we don't have any because both of our, like, tank classes, I guess, have gone full damage, which is fine. Like, that's what their champs are designed to do. They're designed to do damage with Xin and the thingy, but it doesn't matter. Like, if we don't have any kind of team fight, we really can't do very much. All I can do right now is farm, and I can pray that I get eventually, like, enough, but if I'm honest, like, I haven't been able to farm very much recently because I've been trying to regroup and just get wrecked every single fight. I'm not really getting many kills or anything either, so yeah, I don't know. If I can get gold and I can get my Bork and Runins and stuff, it'll be okay, but I don't think I can really get there. I don't know. I'm gonna try, obviously, but the problem I think we're gonna have is, like, Jinx is getting loads of farm. Like, I was ahead of farm with her out of the lane phase. But then we made that really stupid play when Thresh dived. And I think actually that was the beginning of, like, all of this mess. Unfortunately, well, he didn't dive. He, like, flashed in, right? That was kind of the beginning of this mess where, like, they got way too fed out of that. And it made the game a lot harder. But apart from, like, after that, she's kind of just sat in the side lane and pushed really heavily, obviously. They've got loads of towers. We only have one. And yeah, I need, like, farm, but I'm not really been able to get any at the moment. So they're definitely doing this, by the way. Oh, we're missing all of that crap. Oh no, they're not doing it. Okay. I'm just gonna run here because, like, honestly, me zoning him out for now is wholly okay. Alright. I can't attack this guy, by the way, because he has a Thorn Mail, so he's going to kill me. Okay, now I can try the on the tower. Well, that was stupid of him, I think. I don't actually know. I can't even do this, I don't think. I can't do that with the Wukong right there. Like, he will just come in and kill me. It's kind of unfortunate because these, if you look at these two and Atu, it's kind of the difference maker at the moment. But I feel like if I hold on this game, if I hold on, I think I can win this game. I think I can still do it. Right now, I can't get through these two at all. And he's building defense as well, which sucks. But like maybe eventually, Xin will get better. Trundle can ult the Zac. I feel like hopefully I can get my Bork and stuff, and that might work. Brand eventually will get some damage. Like right now, he's not really, you know, too useful. Hopefully that will be a good thing. I still feel like there's hope this game. It's just going to be a very tough game, to be honest. So while there's still hope, I'm still going to try as hard as I can, and we'll see what we get out of this. I have to be a bit careful that KOG'MAW doesn't just come and kill me. I really hope it's KOG'MAW. I really hope Wukong isn't like sitting in the bush and just gonna try and kill me. That would really suck. I ain't get my Bork now. This is by the way, this is really important. Why you work out your win conditions, right? Like the entire game I've been saying, don't do that, please don't do that. Like we're a late game team, just chill and we win. And that's like really what this is coming down to. Is people try to make early game plays when we're behind and we're late game teams. We just need a little bit of time in the game, and like making a play is how you, or making bad plays like that is how you make it worse, unfortunately. So yeah. I don't know. Really, like, if you know your win conditions. If you know your win conditions. They're doing Baron, by the way. Zac and Jinx are on Baron. Well, we kind of just gave it to them with the Thresh play, so. Yeah, so this is. If you're ever, like, behind and you have a late game team, just chill. Just don't do anything and you'll be fine. So, but like we didn't, even though I tried to ask them a couple of times, it didn't really work. There's not much more you can do than that. Why would you face check? We just give them it and we don't lose any more kills. Like that's... Yo, go for this guy. Holy moly. Why? He's standing on a pink ward so we can't clone. And he's running into 3 people. Holy crap. That would have been a really easy kill for us, I feel like. That's one time where I wish his Thresh was more aggressive. I don't think I've said that the entire game, you know. I think I've said that the entire game. He's going to jump on this Brand. Zac is going to jump in on Brand, I think. Or not, maybe not. Okay. I'm not really doing much damage at the moment because I just don't have the items for this. But yeah, I mean... I don't think this really matters about any AD carry. I could be anyone right now and it wouldn't really help. Okay, that actually made that worse, I feel like there. I don't think... Oh, okay. I did not see him coming in, by the way. That's why I went quiet, because that was just a reaction flash. But yeah, thankfully we got that at least. So this game isn't 100% over, but fuck me, it's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have to try and get like Runins as soon as possible, and when I get loads of attack speed, I should be able to just kind of carry. It's gonna be really tough though, because like Jinx is kind of like, Jinx has done nothing this game, but she is a backup carry, so she's like there if Zac and Wukong don't really do anything. Ahri is getting a lot of kills now as well, so their gold spread is actually, like at the start, when the game's kind of shoved out of control, the gold was basically on Zac and Wukong, that's why I couldn't do anything. But now that the game has kind of got a bit later, the gold is actually on everyone, and that's what's making this even dodgier now, is like, even if I kill the tanks, I don't think I'm gonna survive. Oh, okay, that's Ahri. Thank you for that. They're gonna try and sneak up on me and bum me. No, thank you. So I have like a decent-ish start to build. When I get past these 3 items, I could get something like a Last Whisper, honestly. I could get a Mercurial here. Like these 3 items should be enough damage to start to kill people, but at the same time, I really don't know. I mean, a lot of my damage is, unless I build crit, a lot of my damage is gonna be magic actually. So it's not I don't necessarily have to get through so much of this armor on Zac, but I do obviously have like some of my damage is obviously AD, so that doesn't really help. This Trundle really needs to come and help us. Zac's gonna dive here, so this is why I'm standing so far back. I got no flash, and Zac is off on the corner here. He's gonna dive at some point. Really, some kind of engage or like a hook or something. A brand stun would be nice. Don't think Thresh. Don't do that. What are you doing? Yeah, there we go. Nice. This guy is just... He has really good intentions. He's trying to make the good play, but like he ends up just making the worst play possible, basically. Unfortunately. This is just a case of where like it's hard because as a support you need to be a playmaker, right? But you also need to understand what kind of plays are good and bad. And oh crap! I just like massively attacked my thingy there. You need to understand what plays are good and bad. Unfortunately, he kind of only saw play and make play. He didn't really see, you know, yeah, he didn't really see like good plays, bad plays. But they had a very mid-gamey comp, right? Brand is a pretty mid-game champ, but not when you get boned that hard. He's not. Zac I couldn't get through the Zac, but he was 7-1 or something, I think. Like, genuinely, that no AD carry is going to be able to rip through that guy properly. So, yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. Let's look at the damage. I have no idea how much I did that game, honestly. So I did reasonable, man, actually. That wasn't too bad, but yeah, look how much Zac did. Zac did more than anyone on our team. The Wukong was first. I genuinely think, though, this is actually like where it's really hard as an AD, because obviously like we were doing okay bot lane. It was kind of back and forth. I think I was like 2-1 or something. Farm was like even-ish, so it was okay. But yeah, it was really the top lane and the jungler that made the difference this game, because these guys had damage, but they were also very tanky. And the thing with our team, like why I kept saying it's the late game, is because these guys have damage early and then they get tanky later. So once you get that damage part of the phase like out, like damage part built, and then you start building tanky, like you will do Zac's job better as a Xin, right? You will do more damage than him and you will tank just as much as him, but not at this early stage, because Zac just gets it very like naturally, or gets better better stats, I guess, from the early items. But this is really a case of just like know your comp, know, you know, yeah, know your comp, know what it does, and play to your win conditions rather than anything else. Kind of unfortunate, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the game anyway, and even if there's nothing else, you can kind of like look at the mistakes we made and make sure you don't make them in your games, which is pretty good, because these are really common as well, so it's not like it's just this game. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video though, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode.